I got some lemon cherry and some RS11 rainbow sherbet 11. That's what I got over here. Yeah, other than that, nigga, I'm just chilling, bro.
My bad, bro. Yeah, it's just like you know how that shit is, dog. Trying to hit you with all this fucking paragraph. I'm done. But yeah, now I'm blowing up some it's some compressed shit, dog. This shit is compressed, dog. Like, it's like real heavy, bro. It's gas though.
Oh, yeah, they gave you the smalls. Them boys gave you the smalls. Yeah, them boys only got like, man, these people only got it like up until what's it called? Until Thursday, Thursday morning, and then that shit finna be finito. I really think that little submarine, the little submersible thing they talking about. I really think that joint. I think it had um exploded, imploded.
Only
Yeah, imploded. Yeah, imploded. Yeah, cause I'm looking at that joint, dog. Then that shit too small for. But hopefully, man, I don't know. That shit scary. I was just thinking about if I was in that position, dog. Like I can't stop thinking about that situation, dog. That shit's crazy.
what?
That little submarine thing.
Yeah, that shit crashed. That shit all over the internet right now.
That shit broke the world, bro. Where they had one dude that was he was on one similar, right, G? Dog,
Mm-hmm.
they went all the way. It was one of the first dudes that it was a reporter that he was the first dude that went down there to the Titanic. And the shit down there brought the dude in tears, remembering his story, because he was one of the dudes that got stuck down there before on the propeller for about like 2 hours, and he knew in his mind that it was a done deal, but somehow, some way, the pilot was able to wiggle that bitch out and all that, and get free. But he said that shit was so scary down there and it got so cold and whatnot, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. That shit ain't gonna front. That shit all over YouTube. So, nigga, that ain't. It's like that's something interesting. Like we won't see nothing like that in a minute. That's history type shit though. That's history upon history.
That's real deal history. They gonna put in a museum.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's that. I ain't gonna front. They probably could make a movie out of that one too, though.
Yeah, they got mix. We need a movie that's gonna shake the world.
Has there been a movie that shook the world?
Yeah, that Titanic shit.
That shook the world?
I think so. You don't think so? I think a lot of people didn't even know about Titanic until that shit dropped.
Facts. Yeah, it did something to me as a youngin. Didn't they drop a new version or no?
think they did.
Crazy. That boy said that shit shocked the world. Yeah, it did, dog. Cause yeah. I hear that boy listening to that Melly in the back, boy.
I ain't gonna lie, dog.
What you on? What type of temperature you on, dog?
I'm on that, bro. Like,
hey, that nigga rocking that Melly in the back, bro. Yeah, they made the Titanic 2 in 2010. That shit ain't do no fucking numbers, though. My dog got Melly in the back. My dog
I'm about to roll up some nice, man.
Roll up that Melly pack. Roll up that Melly pack real quick. I'm gonna roll up some of this lemon cherry gelato. I'm gonna smoke this shit so hard. And then a nigga finna go out there and go walk around and go read my lines. And see what's good for tomorrow at this place. Oh, I forgot to tell you, that nigga Money Mark had hit me up the other day. That nigga had called.
What that nigga say, bro?
That nigga had called
He
my.
another one. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, he another one.
That nigga had called my line just to wish a nigga happy Father's Day, dog. That's it. That nigga ain't say much. He was out. I said, I was like, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. And I was like, man, where you at? He was like, man, he out there in he was out there in North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina. You know, it was just real small talk, man. He asked me how I was doing and all that. Something good, man. Chilling, working, maintaining. And that's it. That nigga was like, yeah, man. I got to plan a trip to Houston with my cousin and shit like that. And I was like, man, just hit me. Just hit me when you down here, bro. And then, that shit was it. That shit was real fast. I wasn't even expecting that because I don't even got his phone number saved in my shit, but that bitch popped up as Mark Wilder, and I only know one Mark Wilder. You know how iPhone they got the little color ID shit.
That nigga there, bro. That's that nigga, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, tell me the story, bro. Cause
that was it.
I ain't gonna lie, boy.
That was it. You feel me? That nigga
I'm ready to take him off the roster, bro. I ain't gonna lie, boy.
That nigga had tapped in with me.
I'm happy you did that, though.
And that was it. That was it. That was it. He just asked me how my brother was doing. That was it. And my kids. Yeah, I cleared it, dog. I don't even feel comfortable being on the phone and shit with them.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like when that nigga called, he ain't say nothing though.
No, he just asked me how, say Happy Father's Day to see how I was doing.
That's the only thing, man. I don't like when that nigga does that. It's like hey, dog. You know one thing I realized, dog. If you really want to see somebody fuck with you, shut your mouth. Don't say nothing. Just pick up the phone and say, yo, what's up? Okay, yo, what's up? What's up? Okay. Hey, so what you been up to? Man, you been up to too much. Okay. So everything good at the crib? Yeah, everything good at the crib. That's it. The nigga, cause he don't talk to you every day to even have anything to give or ask. Like he's gonna ask you the basics. You feel what I'm saying? Small talk. He gonna ask you how you kid, like this.
Yeah, and
that's it.
And I'm finna get back to him real small too, because you feel me?
That's why I don't even say what I'm doing. For what? You don't need to know that. You gonna come around Thanksgiving time? I'll see you again. Christmas, I'll hear from you. Halloween, you might drop a pic. I like it. New Year's Eve, you might call. Birthday, you'll hit me up. But the other 340 days, I don't hear from you. 300 days, dog. Please don't get me started, okay? 300 days, okay?
Nah, I ain't about to get you started, dog. I'm about to get my daughter started, dog. That boy, what's it? Deion Sanders might have to get his foot amputated too, bro.
Oh, is that again?
Deion Sanders might have to get his foot amputated.
I can't even hear you, bro.
Deion Sanders might have to get his foot amputated while I'm looking at.
Oh yeah, because of blood flow.
That shit crazy, bro.
He already had a couple of toes amputated.
Yeah, I'm just finding that out. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you already had that, bro. I personally think that's football, of course. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you get cracked like that, it stops your blood flow, concussions.
But he ain't. But
all that shit stops your blood flow.
But he ain't get hit though. He was
What?
He ain't get hit like that.
Laid the fuck out by the corner.
He was like the kick return and shit like that.
Yeah, but they still had him. Deion was out running routes, bro.
Yeah.
Deion was getting his ass lit up sometimes with the corners, bro. That's what a lot of niggas don't understand. It wasn't highlighted, but them receivers getting lit the fuck up, bro. There's only one receiver that made it through all that shit.
Who?
That wasn't getting hit like that.
Who?
Come on. What receiver was catching all the balls and wasn't getting hit?
Ocho Cinco?
Ocho Cinco, nigga. Ocho Cinco got hit one time. And they showed him why he got hit, because he went down there to fuck with Ray Lewis. And Ray Lewis laid his ass out. He was like, that's the only time he ever got hit. And the nigga was fragile compared to the other niggas. He was tiny, bro. If he would have got his ass hit, believe me, nigga would have been done. But all the big niggas, T.O. was taking a hit, Randy Moss was taking a hit,
yeah,
C. Smith was taking a hit. Ocho was he was kind of nice, dog. That nigga finesse game was crazy, bro. Ocho was, he was doing it without, getting cracked. But at the end of the day, I just feel like football niggas, at the end of their life, they be going through a lot, bro. That game is brutal, bro.
Yeah.
You don't really see that with the other sports like basketball and shit like that, bro. Them niggas don't be going through that.
Probably, damn, that shit's strong. You know what sport that you gonna see that shit in too, that but they don't really broadcast it like that. They keep it hidden. Hockey. I know they be going through some mental shit in hockey, bro. Cause you can act, they endure the same shit as football, but I think they impacts are more harsher because they going fast on that ice, bro. And then you can get up and go fight too. So they might have an anger problem. The hockey dangerous. That's an intense sport right there, bro. I ain't gonna front, but watching them Stanley Cups, bro, that shit. Hockey ain't no boring sport.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. The only thing about hockey though, why hockey would just never be known is because of the race shit.
Man, that shit
That's
gonna
all it is.
change.
Even though I don't believe in it, I don't agree with their shit.
They got
But
niggas in
that's
there.
they got nigga hockey players. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying, historically, no, hockey's been a white man sport
Yo, white
for
man
years.
sport. Yeah, cause
For years, bro.
yeah.
So you gotta understand how many little boys don't even go towards hockey when them black boys ain't even looking towards hockey
But look though,
because they daddies ain't bringing them to the ice rink.
yeah, because that shit ain't like you really gotta be from them areas to like, you know, to
Because
be.
they got an ice rink right here in Pines, bro.
Yeah, but niggas don't put
And in
like
Hollywood.
yeah, but they don't promote that. Like if you was like in the winter, like a winter state like Wisconsin and you know whatever that
There
Minnesota,
ain't no niggas over there.
like they got niggas out there, but you feel me? Like they got winter sports and they into shit like that. We down south, we ain't thinking about no damn ice skating. They got
I'm pretty sure the niggas run wild ain't doing hockey,
they got college teams that got hockey teams.
I'm saying I just know like that's historically gonna always be a white man sport. They're gonna always dominate that shit.
No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna take over that too.
I think it's gonna be some time. It's just like golf.
They got some dudes that's already out there making noise. It's just like NASCAR. NASCAR that was man. NASCAR was predominantly.
You know, they got some black races now.
Yeah, and they making noise.
When you look at how many black races compare to how many whites, a lot. And just like if you go to football now, football is more niggas now. Basketball is more niggas.
If football was a white man sport, basketball was a white man sport.
And then we took it, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like those two sports is like the only sport that niggas are interested in now. Like when I say now, I'm not talking about 2000. I'm talking about our times. When we was growing up, you ain't really know too many niggas that was playing hockey and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know one nigga that played hockey. I never knew a nigga that played hockey, bro.
Yeah, because they never
in my lifetime.
Our community never promoted it because our community is so shallow.
Yeah.
Look, we took over. Look, Annie, we took over tennis, golf.
It is shallow, bro. It is shallow.
That's why a lot of people be like, they be like advocating like, dog, blacks, y'all boys could be more than basketball players and football players and rappers. Y'all boys could be this and that and a third. Y'all boys could do this. Y'all boys don't gotta be a football player. Y'all boys could do that. Cause we only think entertainment and basketball and sports and entertainment is the only way out.
That's true. That is our only way out. It's either that or the negative way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. We done took over golf, golf, F1 racing with Hamilton, and that boy Bubba Wallace be racing in NASCAR.
I didn't listen, bro. I want niggas to take over everything, right?
Man, I want them to take over education, bro.
I'm just starting to see, it's the thing, the probability and possibility. It's possible for niggas to do anything, but I'm trying to see, like, it's starting to be like, all right, bro, there's certain things that it's gonna take so many years. I might not be here when that happens, bro. I might not be here when these niggas decide, we're better as a unit than apart.
Yeah.
We better at identifying as one instead of having all these branches.
Yeah.
Jamaica, Haiti, Bahamian, then Puerto Rican, all these fucking people. We all black, bro.
So would you relocate back to Africa?
Would I relocate back to the motherland? I would not relocate back to the motherland because there's two reasons why I wouldn't live in Africa, bro. Because I'm not done working on myself here, like as a person. I gotta build myself to the best version of myself. So when I go to Africa, like I can adapt to whatever. It don't matter what it is. I can adapt to that. Okay? And the second is I gotta learn more, bro. I don't want to go there and start to I don't want to go there not knowing enough about Africa, bro.
I
gotta know a little bit more. I gotta do my research on it. Where I want to go, what spot I want to hit. It's a big continent, bro.
Yeah.
You really gotta find the spot for you. You know what I'm saying? Look how, like we just said, Panamanians, all these different branches, Africans, we all came from a different part of Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta tap in with that part. That's why the niggas is hurrying up and doing the ancestries. Because they want to know, like, all right, I need to know where my gene comes back to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get that ancestry and see what's good. And see what part of the continent, where my bloodline really started at. Yeah, because I would love to go to the continent. I'm finna go. That's one of the places I really want to go to. But I already know the woman gonna go crazy over me, dog. Like, damn. Why they gonna have so much African princesses out there waiting for a nigga? Boy, it's raining out there.
It's raining hard.
That's what it sounded like. Like, dog, that's rain. Shit.
And another thing too, when I was looking at, what country they said, and I was gonna get to Panama too, because Panama is kind of like where you from, right? It's kind of like a branch off from South America. Like the certain, because it's like off branches. Like certain countries are off branches of other countries. So Panama's like off a branch of South America. So the last country to stop slavery, to stop having slaves, to stop importing the slaves. The last country to have that?
What was that?
Brazil.
Oh yeah.
So the Brazilians are the original slaves. The Brazilians are the closest to what we have as the real Africans, right?
Because some some Africans they got stolen and they had to go over there to Brazil.
They had to go to Brazil, bro.
Yeah.
I was reading that shit up. It was
the Portuguese,
so many black people, bro.
Yeah, Portugal. The Portuguese have, what you feel me? The Europeans had a big influence of taking people and going to different locations and stuff like that, bro.
And creating race.
And
creating
race. Yeah, they created race.
So y'all lost people, bro. Y'all really lost people when you think about it. These Brazilians are lost, bro. These are straight Africans, bro.
Yeah.
And they're just the offspring. That whatever comes off of the Brazilians, the coastlines, Panama, all of these things, man, these are just different Africans, bro.
Yeah. From look, all the Caribbean, all that.
All right, so hold on, let me land now. So then we go back to the reparations, right? And us getting compensated as blacks. This is why we have to all identify as one. Because they can't be picking and choosing, okay, you're black enough, you're not that black. No, we all descendants from the same place.
But it's not a world reparation though.
It's only a world reparation. Guess what it is?
It's only United States.
It's not a world reparation. It's for one entity, one race. And if you're gonna say black, you can't say African American. That's not a fucking race. African is a race. So if we're going to put it on a race that says African, that African bloodline goes down. There's no difference when you say Asian and you got to include a Cambodian nigga and a Chinese nigga. They're both Asians.
That's what, yeah, but they say Asian American though.
Because they say Asian American, but when they talking about the race, they'll say Asians.
Yeah.
If they're passing a bill or a hate crime, they'll say hate against an Asian, and they can't say that a Chinese is more Asian than a Cambodian. They fall under the same. They fall under the same umbrella.
Yeah, they all from the continent of Asia.
So they all identify as the same thing. Why the fuck don't we do that? Why don't we all identify as the same thing?
You do when you when you fill that application out and it says it says African American.
Yeah, now that's when we identify. But you know what I'm saying, okay?
The government identifies you as African American, but
that's if you hit that box. But a lot of people from Brazil won't hit that box. Because a lot of people from this won't hit that box. They'll be like, I ain't an African American.
Yeah, my mom didn't hit the box. She hit Hispanic because she's Hispanic.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It throws something in the middle of that.
She's not Black American. So that automatically excludes her.
That's what I'm saying. On the paper, it doesn't show an actual race for us. It just says Black American, African American. That's not a race. They'll show white. It'll show Native American, it'll show Hispanic, but when it comes to black, it doesn't show that. So you don't identify as a race. You don't have a real culture, you don't have a real nationality, bro. So if anybody with sense would not check that box. I ain't checking that box. Why I'm gonna check that box? They don't say Haitian on there. What the fuck? Why would I put African American? I mean, I ain't checking that box either. I'm gonna check other. I might fuck around and get a call back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I feel like if you check that box, you fucking that's where you fucking up in life. As soon as you check that box, because that's basically saying, "Oh, I'm a slave, lost slave, tap up here."
I always put mixed race. I always been putting that.
No, I used to put African in. I was one of them niggas, and I started putting other. As soon as I started putting the other, they started calling me back.
I always put mixed because I could put mixed because my first name Carl. Ain't too many black Carls, bro.
Hell yeah.
So I be putting mixed race all the time. I be getting hit back. They see.
If you honestly think that clicking at black, the African American shit gonna help you, shit. That shit ain't gonna help you, bro. They gonna look past that shit. Certain jobs, not all jobs. Certain jobs, they're like, oh, that's a nigga. But it's like, because it's like this. Why does that even matter what I am? I'm applying for a job. What the fuck does that matter if I'm black, white, or this? What the fuck? The only thing you should know is if I'm a male or female.
Yeah.
But that, when a nigga was saying that, it was like we all gotta identify as black. No, it's true. We do. We gotta all identify as one thing. If not, then we need to just take that African American shit off and just put American. Just put American, bro.
Yeah, but I do see some application that just say black though. I see some that say African American. I do say some that's black. It's all depending on the fucking the job application.
Either way though, when they talk about, if they be on the news and they talk about a nigga, they'll say African American.
It's either a black American or African American. One of the two.
Yeah, they'll say black. I don't think they'll say black American. They'll say African American. They'll say African American male. They'll either say a white male. They'll say.
I don't heard them say a lot of times black American, especially watching like the cop shows and shit like that. Cause it's faster for them to say just black American instead of African American, man.
Well, what I'm saying about the African American is that that's actually a term in the dictionary. An African American, they have a definition of that. There's a black American is not a term. That's just saying you're describing it. You're just saying a black American. You know what I'm saying? But African American is a person of color. They got a definition for that dude. So like the proper term to address a person that's black is an African American. The police is gonna say an African American. When they doing the profile and they looking for you and they put in the wanted list, they're gonna say 6 foot African American male. They're not gonna put black American male. They're gonna always identify the African, bro, because they're gonna.
I don't heard different, dog. I'm just saying I don't heard different.
No. I'm not saying that what you heard in truth.
And
I'm
seeing
saying what's
different.
I'm saying what's the right term. Like if you're standing in court and you're a lawyer, like the right term.
I don't heard it in court. That's what I'm saying. I don't heard it in court. I don't heard it in jail, prison. Like I don't heard. Yeah, this black American right here. This, you feel me? This white American. You feel me? Like I don't heard it. Like
nigga said
it's
cool.
really on like where you at. Like it's really on demographics on where you at, how they presenting. You feel me? Because Florida different than Texas.
Is black American like the word? Is that a word? Black American? Is that like a term? Is that like, can I see that in the dictionary?
Nigga, I'm not sure. You can look it up, but you feel me?
I
This
just
is
did.
this is
That's what I'm telling you. I just did.
This-
The shit I'm telling you is what I looked up. When you put black American and look it up,
and that says I see it right now.
African American. The
says-
reason why I say
It says
that.
it says key facts about black Americans on mine.
Huh?
It says key facts about black Americans on mine.
No, I'm saying when you go to the, I'm gonna take you to it right now. Hold on. It's the Webster Dictionary.
But it's all good, bro. We don't even need to get in with the white man implemented. The white man implemented the government implemented both of them, bro. Because when you go on that, go on an application, I can put up application right now. It's gonna stay black, and I can go put up another application.
I get what you're saying. That's true.
But look, but what about it? Says it doesn't say black American. It says race black B. And that would have said B American BM. You feel me? It says black. It's all different where you at. You feel me?
No, the reason why I say that we're both right because they do say
That's why I'm saying we both right, but we can't argue with like a white.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing.
We both going against each other. We both rebutting against each other on some shit.
No, I'm not rebuttaling you. I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying that the reason why the African American word even came is they started with the they started with the Africans, then they started with the nigger, then they couldn't say nigger anymore, so they started calling people Negroes. Then when that law passed, they couldn't say Negroes no more, so they had to say African Americans. So all I'm saying is that's where the word came from. They had to find a word to call you that wasn't offensive anymore. They couldn't call you nigger, colored, Negro. They couldn't say that no more. They had to say something else. The word that they came up with is African American. After that, they probably did say Black American. You're right. I'm just saying that's where that comes from, bro. Because they have to acknowledge that you came from Africa. They have to acknowledge that part. Yeah. Black is a color. You know what I'm saying? You're not even black. You're brown. You know what I'm saying? So it's
that's like the same thing with white. White's a color, but they acknowledge as white American when they really came.
But the reason why they can't do that,
they're Europeans.
They can't put European and American in the same sense.
Because they chose.
Because you couldn't say a nigga that's European.
Because they chose to, bro. It ain't no different.
I can't deny that one. They chose that.
Yeah, it ain't no different from African American than a European American. They came from Europe too. They wasn't originally here.
That's true. They definitely came from Europe.
They just, you feel me?
All of them niggas came from Europe, actually.
Yeah, all of them. They were just a higher percentage of them came.
Mm-hmm.
And they
but you're right though. I heard niggas say Black American. I heard cops say it, but
even Charleston White said he identified himself as like a Black American.
But that's what I'm glad you said that.
Because he don't identify. He don't identify his people coming from Africa.
But that's what I was saying. That's where I got it from. When Charleston White was talking, he was like, "Oh." And he was like, in the beginning, they was calling us Africans. And after they had to stop calling us Africans because they wasn't allowed, because they abolished the slave trade in 1807. So he's like, oh, they abolished the slave trade. So what they had to do, they had to breed niggas together. So the people that were here, they wasn't getting African people from the ship no more. They just had sex. So they started calling them the nigger. And then he was like, after the nigger, it was the Negro. And after the Negro, it's African American. And he's like, and right now, it's nigga. N-I-G-G-A. Yeah, that's where he was going with it. Yeah, I wasn't going that way.
Yeah, he nigga nation. Black American, where his people is from America, that they started in America. They didn't come from, he's one of the niggas that's saying that he didn't come from Africa because he doesn't.
I agree.
He don't look like them or don't got no type of traits that look like an African. But I don't know. Like,
no, I agree. I think it was a point where, yeah, these people had to like breed here. There wasn't no more real Africans coming here like that. So.
But he's saying he's don't have no African blood in him. There's no trace, like, you feel me? He's American, like full, like his people started in America, nowhere else type shit.
Yeah, I feel it. But then it's like the chicken and the egg, right? Because
it's like yeah,
where did they come from?
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm confused about.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he be doing it, yeah.
Like, okay, something had to come from something, right? So, like, where was the forefathers, the original bloodline?
That word he can't explain to me. I'll be trying to figure out.
Because you got kids right now yourself, so like, just think about your bloodline going back the next 100, 200 years. They still got to claim you.
Yeah.
It don't matter where it went. It could have went to China. You got kids over here.
Over there, yeah.
It don't matter where. It still links back to the original forefathers, the one who started this family. You know what I'm saying?
That's why that ancestry shit. Like, the thing is, I don't even know if this shit Holyfield though.
Yeah, I don't. You don't know if it's Holyfield.
It's
You only
like
know if your shit is Holyfield.
yeah, like
The one you doing. That's true though. You really don't know if it's Holyfield because another thing too. We didn't have like DNA back then. It's a lot that could have. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But people.
they weren't collecting them slaves' DNA and like yo, man, it was just like the Holocaust, bro. Them grounding people up and putting them in places. That shit crazy. I only do it just to do it though. But I know for sure if that bitch don't show nothing about no Panama, then I know it's fake.
I think it will show it.
If it don't show nothing about no Panama, bro, I already know.
I think it will.
If that bitch show me something else, but yeah, I want to try to get down and see what's good. Cause the only natural people that was here was the natives, dog.
But it's like, Kay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
And it's like where they came from.
I'll be honest with you. How do we even know the natives? It was the natives. The this was the that. That these people were here first and this
Yeah,
that. The only thing we know is real proof.
Yeah, the blacks could have been the natives.
You get what I'm saying? And that's why I like to do everybody got their own beliefs, but I like proof. So if a nigga said, okay, this is when did the cameras come out? Because that's what makes proof too. Pictures is a lot, says 1,000 words. You know what I'm saying? So when I see the cameras came out in 18 whatever, I don't know the time, whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I seen some shit and y'all have the pictures from 1800s to now, I could believe what you're saying because you got proof. But if you really ain't got no proof, it's like everybody really just guessing. We don't really know nothing, bro. We really just guessing.
Yeah.
Some people's guesses are a little more educated because they got a little,
intellect,
degrees and shit like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if it ain't no real proof, nobody can say anything, bro. But they do got proof though from that point, from when the camera started, that's when they had the proof. So whatever this is what we was doing 1800, this is how we was living, here goes the proof. And you looking at the picture like that, okay, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Just I could tell from the background, look at the roads, look what this nigga got on.
Yeah, this like
definitely 1800. Times are definitely different right here. Oh, Martin Luther King. Oh, yeah, you ain't gotta lie about Martin Luther King right here.
Because they got flicks and they save his house and all that type shit.
I'm be honest with you. That's what I believe. I gotta see pics. I gotta see movements. I gotta see proof, and then I can say, okay, yeah, you know what?
So you gotta go to Martin Luther King house.
I gotta go there. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta be on the balcony. That's what I said. I think that's what a nigga calling too. Because when I be watching certain shit, like I was watching shit the other day, the nigga said some facts. He said he flew to Egypt and he looked at the fucking pyramid.
Oh man!
How the fuck did a nigga make this?
You know what they said? How they made it, bro? You know how they said?
Well, first of all, how do you think they made it? So
I'm fucked up. So I don't know. They said they started from the top.
I gotta guess.
They said G-Ray. They said they started from the top.
But do you think that people came together and made that, or do you think that somebody was forced to make that?
I don't know, bro.
I think niggas was forced to make that.
I don't know. I think it's gonna make me
that's
tune
too
in.
Brilliant. You gotta really have a bunch of people that's on the same page to make some shit like that.
But don't you think they was on the same page back then?
Yeah, they was with them damn whips. Whoop.
But they
Get back to work.
But they was moving in tribes and shit like that. Yeah, they had to move in whips. Shit had to always had to be like disciplined though. Because they had kings and queens. Because you know the pharaohs was the highest one.
What I'm saying. Okay, so now you getting there. Now we on the same page. All right, so let you know what I'm talking about. So there was definitely kings and pharaohs at that time. They supposed to prove.
Because that pyramid was for them and other people too.
And then they had the fucking tombs in there. They had the fucking mummies. They had the shit on the walls. Motherfuckers writing codes on the walls.
The jewelry, the rubies.
This shit was here. Somebody was here. I got proof. So now if I ever want to go to the truth, I gotta leave America because America's not getting the proof.
But look, bro.
Any proof of shit is gone, bro, over here. They still got their original shit.
But they still can't tell you how they was built, though.
They can't tell you how it was built. That's true. But you know that this
is there, though. This was there from that this was there for thousands of years.
Thousands of years. So it had to been civilization here.
Yeah, facts.
Something was going on here. We need to crack the code. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they done left some shit on the walls. We ain't figured this shit out because I ain't gonna lie, that pyramid shit is different. But come on, that's thousands of years ago. Y'all came with some shit that had a shape like a diamond.
That shit older than the U.S.
Come on, bro. That might be Jesus time, bro. That might be Jesus time, bro.
Real talk.
That's the land.
Because
so people that's why they don't let them niggas come over here.
People were stronger.
Keep the land sacred.
People were stronger back then, and you feel me? That's why they had like remember David and Goliath. Goliath was big and strong and stuff like that.
Yo, Lord, that's what I'm saying. These stories, they knew, okay, life is gonna go on. I want this story to live on, like, you know what I'm saying, pass the story on. So people pass the story on, pass the story on, pass the story on.
The pyramids is always going to be talked about forever and ever and ever.
Come on, bro. You know another thing? That was proof?
What?
It's the fucking animals, bro.
What are you talking about?
You see, like, when you see certain animals, you like, what the fuck? How the like? This ain't something, bro. The world had it for. Think about it like this, bro. They saying Africa. They said before that ice age shit happened. This is just a theory. We ain't gotta believe. But they said we all was one continent.
Mm-hmm.
Shit was not split around. It was all one continent. Boom. Shit. The comet hit.
Shit split.
Shit split. Right.
Yeah.
But what continent stayed with the animals?
Africa got majority of all type of animals.
You couldn't survive nowhere else.
Even though Asia got some animals too, though, bro.
Asia definitely got animals. Asia got the elephants.
They got tigers. They got monkeys over there.
They got monkeys, but like
they got panda.
They got pandas over there. But when you go to Africa, though, that's really when you see like, oh, this is some different shit.
Yeah, you see Lion King. You see Lion King out there, bro. Real talk.
Okay.
And then
this is what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
And then when you go to India and Asia, you gonna see Aladdin and shit like that.
You gonna see Aladdin, nigga. You gonna see shit in the sky. You go, bro. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is proof that, bro, this has been around for too long, bro. Look at these animals. Look at these pyramids. Things was different. There is, they got the fossils. They got the big ass fucking bones. They like, what the fuck was this? They looking at the bone. The bone don't match none of the animals that's here today. That's why they keeping the motherfuckers at the museum. They stack the bones up and they turn into a fucking dinosaur. Okay, so what are we talking about now? It was a dinosaur. Now this is what I'm thinking, right? Because I was getting into the evolution documentary, and they say we came from the apes, right? From the apes. This is what the documentary said, I believe. They said the only way, because we did come from the apes. First human man came from the ape. Yeah. Well, that's the only animal if you look at all the animals, that's the only animal
we share 90%, 90% DNA.
90% DNA. They saying that the apes was walking to the civilization when that shit happened, the ice age, and they were like these psychedelic mushrooms. That this is a theory that the apes was eating the mushrooms, psychedelic mushrooms. They're trying to find something to eat a mushroom, and the fucking mushrooms are giving the apes incredible vision, incredible certain mannerisms
to talk.
That's allowed. Come on, bro. If you think about it, a monkey that's eating the bro, it does make sense right now. If this is happening 50, hundreds of years, then now it's in the DNA. So now the mushrooms are, not only are you immune to them, but it's probably like vitamins.
You and digesting them all the time now.
Digesting all the time. It's in the bloodstreams, it's in the baby's bloodstreams. It's just a part of the DNA now. Now that turns into something else. It formulates. We start understanding. Our brains start being a little more this. We understand hot, heat. We can now start civilization. You know what I'm saying? Cover from the sun. Now we're not getting heat ray. Our hair could grow a little bit. It starts to formulate, and now that makes sense. I could believe that because there's proof that goes back that long. Anything else, if it ain't proof, we can't believe it, bro.
Yeah.
We can't believe it. That's why science is so big, bro. Science is proving shit. There's still got to be faith that's, like Jesus. You still got to have faith.
Mm-hmm.
But it does come a point where you do need some science.
Yeah.
You need some facts.
That's why they got scientists.
You said that's why they got what?
That's why they got scientists.
Scientists, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Scientists all over the world.
We need some facts, yeah. The facts, exactly. Scientists all over the world, different parts of the world. That's telling you different parts of shit. Because scientists over here and scientists in fucking India, two different scientists.
Yeah.
I definitely believe those are two different scientists, bro.
Yeah.
Not the same scientists, bro.
They don't have different views and everything. They could be studying the same thing, though.
They could be studying the same subject, and they got two different views. You know what I'm saying? Chemical war right there. You know what I mean? How many times I be hearing doctors? So I used to go to doctors, like disagreeing with other doctors. I'm like, look at this shit right here, bro.
Yeah, because a patient could go to see one doctor, and one doctor could tell him this, and the patient can go see another doctor, and the doctor gonna tell him that.
And they both certified doctors. Bro.
And they both certified doctors.
It's crazy, ain't it?
They both practice in the same field. So that's when you be like, damn. But yeah, that evolution shit crazy though. That shit is very interesting. But then how do you factor Adam and Eve then?
That's what I'm saying. Where I think where religion and science, there's a big issue with that because there's a lot of people that probably, in my opinion, are so deep into science, they probably don't believe
in the religion.
in
the
a religion
Bible.
because things that contradict each other. You know what I'm saying? Where scientifically it's impossible. Scientifically it's impossible for this person to, they where if somebody would rebuttal that's religious would say, oh, well, yeah, that's true, but my God, doesn't, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? They're going to go with their belief. Because at the end of the day, religion is faith. It's really sitting here believing in something without proof. When you're religious, you're believing in something without proof. You don't need proof. This is what you believe. It's in your heart, your soul, that this is how it's going to go. You don't need a proof. You don't need to see Jesus' hair. You don't see Abraham. You don't see Muhammad. You believe that this what it is.
Yeah.
And you don't need proof.
Yeah.
And with science, you need proof, bro. So like, bro, that's where the problem is with the science and the religion, bro. So I even with me, because I don't want to get too into the science, then it's like, man, that shit contradicts a lot of things. Like, just said the Adam and Eve. Like, wait, how did that even come about? Because if it was Adam and Eve, then we did come from that. We didn't come from the monkey.
Yeah.
Right?
That's all confusing, dog.
That's confusing, you know what I'm saying? And I think even back in the Roman times, in those times, that's probably why niggas was getting killed if they just didn't agree with the same thing. Like, we came from this. Oh no, we came from that. Oh, you don't believe me? Oh, we got to kill this man. We can't allow him to start changing these people's minds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The religious people is getting killed, bro. Because it's like, can you prove that? Can you prove that Jesus is this? Can you prove that God is real? No, I can't prove it. Oh, witchcraft. Kill him. You know what I'm saying? Devil shit. They used to think that was devil. Like you playing with the gods. That's why they got king, the god of sun, the god of war.
Yeah, the Zeus and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, they was really playing God, bro. If you couldn't prove, they would say, I'm a god. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the gold I got. Look at all the riches I got. I'm a god. You know what I'm saying? So that's a slippery slope, okay? I think we can't. That right there, we probably gonna know at the end of the road. That's where we'll figure out the truth of that one.
Oh man.
That's where it is. As we go figure out the real truth of that one, bro.
Man.
You can't go that deep. You can't go back to the first of the first man.
We ain't gonna know until and then we ain't gonna be able to tell nobody.
We ain't gonna be able to tell nobody, bro. And you know how many times I kept thinking about that, bro? Like, damn, when I finally know the truth, would it even matter? When I finally know the truth, will it even matter, bro? So it's probably better just to live right now, like, you know what I'm saying? When you know what I mean? Like, because you're searching for something that you ain't gonna find to the end. And then when it's the end, it's like that. Then what does that even matter? Was that about life?
Did you live your
shit out?
Yeah, did you live your life right? Did you do people right?
You know what I'm saying? Did you do that? You was over here trying to figure out the answer.
You trying to figure out the answer to this that you was never gonna find out in your living time.
You wasted years of that. You wasted years doing that. Oh man.
You ain't served no purpose.
No purpose on why you was here. You ain't leave your mark.
Just been fussing with everybody the whole time of what's true and what's not.
Yeah, that's true, dog. That's why some days it don't even matter, bro, what the fuck it is, bro. It don't matter if we slaves, we was slaves. Nigga, fuck that, bro, because the way shit going 200 years from now, I don't even think it's going to be that. There's going to be a whole bunch of different people walking around here. Fuck it. trannies, transformers,
Nigga, look, hey,
triple race, mixed race.
it's gonna get to a point where it ain't gonna be no normal names like Greg and Carl. It's gonna everybody's gonna go by screen names now.
Yeah, it's gonna be niggas with having babies.
Screen names. It's gonna be a screen name and your social security number.
It's gonna be niggas low key getting periods.
Because it's gonna be a whole transformation. Because
It's gonna be a whole transformation.
yeah,
Bro.
because
They gonna be having babies.
yeah, because yeah, how the
Think
stuff.
about that, dog.
Yeah, because Chinese are gonna be able to have babies soon.
They're gonna have babies, so niggas are gonna be able to have their own babies, bro.
Yeah,
That's crazy, bro. And I feel like that's when I feel like there's going to be something massive that's gonna happen to the earth. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I think that's when religion plays in. Because science is man-made. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what religion is. Even if we could go back to the fucking days or whatever, how the fuck was that earth even here? This shit is definitely made from somebody higher up above. So y'all wanna come here and try to transform.
It's getting crazy what they talking about. Boys talking about you seen that shit what over there in Las Vegas, they talking about they see aliens. It's getting crazy.
Oh yeah. That's but see a lot of niggas don't know. You know, Texas is one of the places too. They got certain shit where they already got some shit from up top. They got an organism. They got some shit. They got an organism. You might keep saying it's on the phone. They got a. It's like pulling out like, oh yeah, you just doing too much. Yeah. So they got an organism, some shit that's not it's like in a human form. It's just some shit they got up there that can reprocreate. Like they got it and they can come back and come on. They got some shit up there, nigga. It's just we can't stay up there long enough. If they got shit up there, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's light. I'm talking about millions of years ahead of these niggas. Once they establish, okay, boom, there's a sun. Okay, that's where the sun is. Okay, that's where the moon is. Okay, what? There's other planets? Okay, so there definitely is a possibility that it could be something living.
Because if we live in. that up.
But the president walk in here, your business just went through the roof. Your husband's coming in tomorrow.
Happy.
Donald Trump was here yesterday?
Let me go sit in the same. Let me sit in the same seat I was sitting in yesterday.
So what did he order? No more. Yeah. Hey, nigga, your shit going up, nigga. Gotta let that nigga eat for free, nigga. Hey, president Trump, eat what you want. Just can't have your picture, have your good. Good. President right there, bro. Nigga, I ain't taking his bullshit, bro. That nigga was a black tall. Bank account finally looking like you're supposed to look. Racking your bank account. If you was a black man at that time, you'd have racks in your bank account. You was worthless.
And then he said he was worthless.
You was worthless. There was too many ways to get bread, nigga. No matter if you unemployment, no matter if you stimulus, no matter whatever, there's too many ways to get bread, bro. Prices. Trees don't work for nothing, nigga. Come on, man. I know niggas that was seeing 40, 50K. Easy. I told you my sister seen 40. Easy.
Yeah.
I was seeing a band a week. I didn't have a job. I still doing a band a week. Easy.
It was putting money in the money.
Nigga, if niggas ain't put it up, then that was on you. Put your shit up. You was going to fucking Cancun and all that shit. That was on you. You was fucking going to Cabo. You was ordering the surf and turf. That was on you. Ain't nobody tell you to order lobster. You could have had a chicken sandwich. You feel me?
Right.
But Trump gave you motion. I'm talking about, I know for a fact there's certain things